As we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
When you're on the road, the last thing you want to do is make a mistake that brings the crowd into it. Now you're not just battling your opponent, you're battling yourself as well.
Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play and second down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. To throw is Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. On play action, here's Nix. Flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Nix going to give to Harvey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. You look at this Niner defense. And they've played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Here's Nix. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They run straight ahead with Harvey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Throwing Nix. And that is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Now it's Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
33-yard line.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Purdy from the gun. Connects with Kittle underneath.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco and a pickup of 16.
49er, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
Out to his left.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. The Niners at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And this is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain or 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Again, it's Harvey. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third and 4. They'll go to Franklin here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Off the play fake, Nix. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now they've got to find a way to get it back together.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. To throw, here's Nix. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Up the middle, it's Harvey. Stiff-armed him. And he'll give it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
On the return is Kirk. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Purdy looking to throw. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They never went crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9. Nix to the air. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Operating from the gun. Nix. And this one is incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
From From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Nix looking to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Nix from the shotgun. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
The score, Broncos 10, 49ers nothing.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And you see Purdy, he's going to shift them around. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Past the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
Singleton on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score.
I said, are you gonna be my girl?
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. Purdy now to throw. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The throwing here, Purdy. Connecting here with Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Purdy.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
49er first down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And across the track, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
49ers.
George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the 49ers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut it to 3 and 10-7. Piñeiro now to kick this one away. Sheds off the tackle.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Nix. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
And Nick Bosa is so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Here's Purdy.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now Purdy.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Pulled in at the 24.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. To throw is Nix. Finding Sutton on the out route, who makes the catch.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And quick throw here, that's complete.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Niners 44.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He finds Sutton crossing the formation, complete.
And all the way home for the Broncos score.
Touchdown.
Cortland Sutton, 44 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Broncos 17, 49ers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive first and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jones, he just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it, so I think he and his friends would be okay with that one.
And he loves this play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. 2nd and 1. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 43 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
17, 49ers 14. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Under pressure, they got him again. Nick Bosa. able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing Nix. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They go play action here. Purdy. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown! 49ers! Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Piñeiro now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, Harvey. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos 24, 49ers 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Purdy.
And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Purdy on a sneak.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8. Purdy looking to throw. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 4 yards out. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Makes the score Niners 28, Broncos 24. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And after that play, we've got an injury, and it appears to be to Cortland Sutton. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. A give up the middle to Dobbins. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now it's Nix. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. To throw. Here's Nix. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Working out of the gun is Nix. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he ran right through 1 tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 63 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Play action, now Purdy. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
2nd and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Purdy now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run now with Kittle. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with the second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Niners are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
35, Broncos 24. Eddie Piñeiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Piñeiro now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Nix to the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Byron Young in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Nix from the shotgun.
Under pressure, and they get it to him again.
Byron Young drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.